Welcome to another exciting episode of Benchwarmer Basement Banner. We have moved into a new home, I hope. Hey, we have more than one light bulb.
We have lots of lights. We have so many lights.
We would like to thank Wabash Communications for giving us this beautiful studio. I mean, we're just here to not mess it up and hope they let us keep coming back.
Oh, we're going to mess it up.
I'm going to be optimistic. We are going to try not to suck, as Joe Madden used to say.
Yeah.
So thank you, Wabash. Thank you, YouTube. All of our fans, I guess you'd call it, subscribers, people who like our videos and stuff. We greatly appreciate it. That enabled us to do this. It's pretty freaking awesome. Like, this is a pipe dream. We're hoping to live it out. So, we're back. I'm sorry it's been a little bit of a break between this episode and our last one.
Yeah, we were doing the transition from going from my basement to this basement. And don't worry, guys. We are still Benchwarmers basement banter.
We're still Benchwarmers. We're in a basement.
Yes, we're in the basement. We're just in a much fancier basement than we're used to.
We've had real life hit, like, as in this actual real job stuff, like farming.
There's much less mold in this one.
Yeah, a little less mold. A lot less mold. Still sun pump. We're good. But we've had, kiddo, t-ball, softball, that stuff going on. And finally, we're back. So our last episode was finals previews. The guys started off with saying Rogers smart, Woody dumb, Celtics, they rolled.
Hey, they got it in 5. I said they'd get it in 6, and then I think I added on
What'd
to
you
the
say,
end.
the gentleman's sweep?
Yes, I said it's possible that we could see a gentleman's sweep.
Very classy man.
Yes.
Very classy statement. Right there it is. I was really on the narrative. Like, I was more, what would you say, emotional. The feelings, the thoughts, Luka, the storyline of, 2 players to beat 5. Like, the Celtics were the better team. I think I said that.
Yep.
But it was on the high of how the Mavs were playing, who they had played, fed into the storyline, not the deep dive.
Kyrie came back to Boston. It was terrible.
He pooped his pants.
He was terrible.
It was not great. And him and Luka had to be amazing to win this.
Yes.
And you saw it. I'll give it to Luka. Like, I thought he was a man about it.
Yeah.
He was like, they tried to play the narrative, what was it, his knee was hurting, ankle? I think his ankle. Yeah, high ankle sprain. He's like, no, they beat us. Yeah. I sucked. I should have done more. And he played fine.
Yeah. But
didn't do enough. And he owned it. I appreciate that.
Well, it came down to the point, like, he played okay, but, like,
he had to be
in order to win that game, he's got to be great, and Kyrie had to be great. Yeah. He was good, not great. Good. And Kyrie, he might as well not even been in the game. Like,
he was just a normal player. He was like your typical starting 5. He was not, didn't stand out, the threes, like, that's the head to hit. The Mavs had to, the supporting cast.
Man, at one point in time, I want to say that he was...
he's terrible at the beginning of the series.
Yes.
Like, from behind the arc.
At one point in time, I want to say he was like 0 for 14 from 3.
Yep. Jaylen Brown was MVP. Tatum played good. Like, those guys, I
actually thought that Drew Holiday would get that Finals MVP.
Well, I thought it was a 3-horse race, truthfully, between Holiday, Tatum, and Brown. Tatum had the better stats, but I think if you watched the eye test, Brown was the best player.
Absolutely.
On the court. And they defended Luka.
If you look at stats and guys that helped him win those games, in my opinion, I thought Drew Holiday should have been your Finals MVP.
Wouldn't he get Luka a lot, too?
Yes.
I think he was, and that was big. I mean, it was. Like, he didn't stop him, but they slowed him down.
They contained him.
Yeah. That wins you the series. And they were the better team. Like, they were deeper. Hell, even Porzingis pitched in. Like, I know he was hurt, missed. What'd he miss? 2 games in the series?
Game 1 is
insane.
was
amazing.
Game 1, I think he had 20 and a half.
Calf.
24 total in the first game.
Yeah. He was great. Like, they were the better team. The Mavs didn't get that outlandish performance from Luka, Kyrie, and that's what they had to have.
That's what they had the whole season, the whole playoffs.
I'll admit, I'm not an NBA analyst, whatever.
Oh, neither am I. But
no, but you follow a little more than me. Like,
I watch a little bit more basketball for sure.
As my wife says, she always tells me all the time. She's like, in her line of work, and she's like, stay in your lane, bro.
Stay in your lane.
Yeah, stay in your lane. She was like, you were trying to analyze basketball. Well, yeah, we're a sports podcast. I love sports. I can go watch shuffleboard and I can try to pick somebody to win. Like, it's a problem. But, I got caught up in the hype, the narrative. Didn't work out. Good for you. I'm really freaking happy for you.
Hey, Hey, I said
Yeah.
it from the very first playoff basketball game that we did. I'm like, all roads go through Boston.
Boston, you said it from the start. They're the best team. I'll tell you what, in hockey, I really thought that was the same with Florida. And this is one that, like, as aggravated I am with the Mavs falling, like, this is the one I would like to think, like, staked my sports watching, like, my analytic views, like, any credibility on this series. All I gotta say is, what the hell, Florida? I do not know. They were up 3-0. I was like, yep. They gave away game 4, lost 8-1 in Edmonton. They allowed a lot of rush chances. Like, it was a throwaway game. It's like, that's fine. They're coming home game 5. Well, now we're looking at they're coming home from game freaking 7. They're not playing hockey. Like, they are not on the forecheck. They're not aggressive. They're getting outshot.
Hey.
They're not even out hitting these guys. I'm like, this is one of the most, like...
Edmonton is the team of destiny.
Yeah. Connor McJesus.
Connor
McJesus, man. And it's not even him. Like, I said going on this, like, Edmonton's supporting cast was nothing. Florida's a deeper team, had better goaltending, all the way around. Like, if you take Connor McJesus, Drysdale, all Hyman, those guys out of it, like, lines 2 through 4, Florida, it's their game. Edmonton's got other guys stepping up. Like, McDavid's been fine, been good. Yeah. But they've had guys stepping up. I didn't expect it. And I'll tell you what, I would not be surprised at all Edmonton takes game 7 in Florida. Like, Sergei Bobrovsky, that Russian guy, was amazing games 1 through 3. Was literally had the record for save percentage in the finals. And he can't stop a puck now. Yeah. Like, it's turned on a dime. Florida's aggressiveness, like Matthew Tkachuk, where are you? Like, Barkov's been fine. Hell, he got hit in the head game 2, I think it was, went out for concussion protocol. I was like, ooh. Came back game 3, looked great. It's like, all right, they got their captain. He's a two-way player. He's amazing. And just hasn't done it. Like, it's very frustrating. I mean, the ability is their coach, too, Paul Maurice. I would take him against most coaches in the NHL. Very surprised that he's allowing this to happen. My gut says he's going to fire him up for Game 7. They're coming out home ice defended.
Give him that Berube speech.
Yeah, we're a very good hockey team.
We're a very good hockey team.
I'm trying to Wabash this down and be very, PG friendly. Yep. Take a few F-bombs out, get the point across. But, man, with the momentum, it's all with Connor McJesus. And
Connor McJesus.
Either way, like, even if Florida wins it, like, this isn't what I thought would happen. I thought they'd wipe the floor with Edmonton. Edmonton's there. It's for the taking. Florida has played with their prey. They have toyed with Edmonton.
Yeah.
And it's bit them. Like, it's a toss-up. We'll see. So.
They got 2 more tries to close the set.
No, they have 1. This is Game 7.
Oh, we're Game 7 now.
They lost 3 in a row, man. They lost 3 in a row.
For some reason, I thought they were still Game 6.
Well, that Game 5 killed them in Florida. They had it at home. It was like their GM, even after the game, like, spiked a water bottle. It was like, we're in trouble. We're screwed. Like, they've opened the door. Edmonton's getting the rush chances. I'm nervous. As a Florida backer, I am. We'll see. Game 7, I'm telling you right now, it's a freaking toss-up. We'll see.
I remember a week ago, you were so, like, hey, I feel good about this. Like, I finally killed something. Like,
I felt better about this. I think I said the UConn prediction when I picked them to win the Natty. Hadn't felt this good about a sport, a bet, until this one. And I look pretty good probably a week ago. I look like an idiot right now. So I'll wear it. I'll own it. Happens a lot.
Ooh.
This is why they play the game. That is.
That's why they play
the game. So, yeah, we've touched on Battlehawks football. Hell, while I'm down, might as well keep kicking me, right? I mean, Battlehawks, they came out flat at the Dome 2 weeks ago. They lost to San Antonio, 25-15.
Yep.
You get some odd scores XFL because they're conversions. And you don't need a kicker unless it's for field goals. So,
kicking's for losers.
Yeah, it is. Just you put that baby past that goal line. You score. Be a man. But no, A.J. McCarron, you guys know him from NFL, backup quarterback for years. Bengals, there you go. He was hobbled. Their offense got very one-dimensional. And it was so basic. Like, I'm not a football coach, but whenever you run the ball every time on first down, I'm pretty sure let's stack the freaking box against you.
Yeah.
And make you get in the second and long, third and long. San Antonio played a great defensive game. They gashed them with a couple runs. Like, they were the better team. They won. But here's my saving grace. The UFL, XFL, whatever you want to call it, championship game was played last week in St. Louis. St. Louis got knocked out. The XFL put that game there because that was the best home site.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, no local ties. You had San Antonio and Birmingham, Alabama, playing in
St. Louis.
Playing in St. Louis. Birmingham won 25-0. I don't care. Here's what I care about. 27,000 plus were there in St. Louis for that football game with zero local attachment.
Yeah.
That many people showed up for a football game. In Birmingham, they were drawing anywhere from 12 to 15,000.
Mm-hmm.
Their home field. St. Louis put that there at the Dome.
Yeah.
Middle of the summer, spring, a lot of other crap going on. No excuses. They put that many there. They paced the XFL, UFL all season. They showed up. In my opinion, yes, biased. They deserve a football team, a pro NFL team. That right there is a good testament to it. Thank you. Season attendance right here. 40,000, 34, 32. We got another one. Yeah, all upper 30s. That's St. Louis.
What is that? The top 5
This
high
is top 5.
attendances?
Yeah.
All at St. Louis.
All at the Dome. In
6.
That's all their freaking home games. That 6th one, that's a championship game. Like 27,396 were there for not even their team. None of the others touched that. St. Louis was the pride of the UFL, XFL. That's all I got to say. St. Louis is awesome. Give them a chance. Oh, yeah, and screw you, Stan. That's for Conky. That was very PG, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, no bad word. So
Proud of you.
Caw! Thank you. That was tough. There we go. So we got that. We got enough of that stuff. Let's talk. You got some golf to bring up, I believe.
Well, I mean,
Hit it.
Bryson DeChambeau. Hey, he's now a 2-time major winner.
That's a big
For
deal.
a guy that was just a YouTube star and a guy that can hit the ball super far.
Are you saying we have a chance? YouTube?
Hey.
Well, wait. I don't want to hit the ball that far.
If we can, just get some YouTube videos going, and the next thing you know, we're winning the U.S. Open. That's just how that
You're
goes.
saying that's the playbook. It's just like
It goes just like
I
that.
think our producer, he can actually hit the long ball. I don't know about you and me.
Well,
We might hit the wrong hole. But,
We can talk a lot,
That's
though.
never good. We can. So you're saying there's a chance. There we go.
Yeah,
There's a
exactly.
chance. Good for him, though. Right.
He actually went into, I think, the hole 16 with a 2-stroke deficit to Rory McIlroy.
He's a big deal.
Yeah, Rory's
Yeah.
pretty solid. Rory actually missed 2 putts inside 4 feet even, on 16 and 18. Before that, he had hit, I think, almost 500 attempts in a row at that attempt.
Is this the Reggie Miller, the iconic choke?
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
That's a
Which,
laugh.
I mean, to save the Masters or the U.S. Open and win it, DeChambeau hit a bunker shot on 18 from about 60 yards out, 55, 60 yards out. Put it on a dime. Like, probably
You don't
going to be
see that every day.
going to be something that you're going to see on highlights 10 years from now.
It's gonna be a how to golf reel.
Yeah.
Do that. There you
Yeah.
go. You'll
Yep.
be good. Well, good for him. That's pretty cool. It is. So, hey, we'll talk a little golf too here from time to
Yeah.
time.
So I mean, I think
when they
that's a
do
good
iconic
spot.
shots.
We're going to go back to. We're going to do some baseball,
Yeah.
trade deadline stuff that we think that might happen when it comes up.
Yeah.
But
A little bit
right
of a
now, we
teaser
got to
for
go
you
break.
guys. We do. We got to thank the people that make this possible.
Yes.
We're gonna take a break, and we'll be right back on the flip side. Boom. Hey.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. And we are back. And how about, you want to talk some baseball?
I would love to talk some baseball.
You love baseball, don't you?
Baseball's great.
Baseball stud right here. We're going to start like we usually do. Let's go AL to NL. Sound good? And talk
Absolutely.
East. We're going to go geographically.
Ooh.
We struggle with that. But we're going to start
Math is
East.
hard. Wait, that's not math.
Man,
Geography.
You know, we struggle in all aspects of school.
Yeah.
We had PE down. That's about it.
And lunch.
He and
I was really good at lunch.
That has stayed true to form, hasn't it?
Yes, sir.
This guy. You don't get to be that studly without loving you some lunches.
Yes.
There you go. Oh, shoot. So, yeah, we'll start in the AL East. We'll go, what we're going to do here, we're going to mention basically more of the sellers. Like the teams we think that will sell and the players. We'll touch on some buyers real quick. But, like in the AL East, you got New York and Baltimore at the top. They're clearly buyers, I think. They're great teams. Great. They're like power rankings, top 5 teams, both of them.
For sure.
I think New York, they probably could use some bullpen help.
Yeah.
They could use a lefty in the pen. They could use first base help. Rizzo is on the AL. I don't know prospect-wise. They've got some big names.
If there's anything you've learned from the Yankees, money is no option.
Oh,
so
it's you just print it and you hand it out. You know, it's
Yeah.
fine. You don't have to back it. That's like the U.S. government. There you go. And just print more.
then maybe they're going to sign Vladdy.
No.
Or trade for Vladdy.
Well, if it wasn't for the fact it's in division, I don't see that happening. Ryan McMahon. Well, we get him in Colorado.
All right.
That's a guy. The corners. They could use some help. They could use DJ, move him to first. They could play. You know, I don't know when Rizzo's back, if that even matters. He's not really been the same since last year. The concussion.
He's not been the same as a Yankee.
No, he's really not.
Yeah.
And I thought he'd be a good fit for that ballpark with a short porch and right. Thought so. I could see them calling up old Colorado, Ryan McMahon, and I think Colorado should be open to anybody. I really do. It's Colorado. Let's do stuff like not sign Chris Bryant.
They have been
trade
known
guys.
to not be that great.
Like,
traders.
Trevor
Anyway.
Story, like everybody and their dog wanted him. It's like, nah, let's keep him for comp pick or something like
Yeah.
that. It's like, that's cool.
Well, then they overcompensated with Arenado. It's like, let's get something.
Let's pay somebody to take Arenado and get some second-tier prospects. And on the flip side, let's go out and let's sign Chris Bryant. Yeah, who wants
Who has
to play.
been awful.
He doesn't want to play. He got paid. It's like, what's he played? Like a quarter of the games there?
Yeah.
If that. So, yeah. Baltimore. They could use up the middle. Their second base hole is second base. They've got Jackson Holiday, but waiting on him to come up, do something. And in center, Cedric Mullins is no longer Cedric Mullins. Like, he's not been great.
He's still fast.
He is, but he's hitting like 200 under.
Yeah.
And I'm really like grasping for straws what they need. Like, they're a very good team. Back end of the pen, I mean, they've got Kimbrel.
Well, they've had a couple starters go out here lately, haven't they?
Yeah, They lost Bradish.
Yep.
They lost Bradish. Kramer's on the IL. Bradish is done for Tommy John for the year.
Yep.
Next year. They could use, I think, a solid 3, 4, because they're playoff aspirations. You know, they've got Burns, G-Rod. After that, like, you kind of need number 3, 4.
Hey, for a playoff run, you need a solid 3 at least.
I could see a guy that comes to mind for them is that Garrett Crochet, White Sox.
Yep.
You know, I'd give you a lefty with swing and miss stuff. He has innings issues, but
Yeah. His stuff's
electric. He's top 10 in baseball. He just came out of nowhere. He's amazing.
Yeah.
And we'll get to him more in the White Sox. I think they should trade him, but that to me is what they would need. Oh, shoot. Everybody. We'll get there. Everybody, and probably their dog. Probably. But yeah, other than that, Boston, I think they're kind of middle grounds. I honestly don't think they'll do anything.
No, honestly, I think that they're really happy to be where they're at
Yeah,
because
they're better than we thought they'd
supposed to be a bottom feeder team.
I thought they'd be last place. I really did. Not because they're terrible, but that's a very stacked division.
Yeah. Turns out Toronto's not that
Oh, gosh dang. That's my miss right there. If you watch our playoff preview, I'll take the L on that one. I had Toronto in, New York out. Ouch. Not great. So, and that's to our sellers. Good little transition there. Toronto could be the biggest player because they have 2 big blue chip trade guys.
Yeah.
And Vladdy, Bichette. Will they move them?
I tend to think that they're actually going to hang on to both of them, but
I could see that. If I had to put money on it, I would agree.
Yeah.
But my question is why? They are both under contract, I believe, through 2025.
yeah, but I feel like
And
that
Bichette maybe 26. I'm
maybe
sorry.
your Toronto ownership feels like maybe they've just kind of been giving themselves a raw deal this year, and the talent's still there. That's still a team that can compete.
They do
maybe
talent.
not this
I'll give you
year,
that.
but like maybe they come back next year and they are the team that they think they should be this
Yeah.
year.
But, all right, devil's advocate. Their payroll is pretty high. Both of these guys are going to, given their age, their past performance, they're going to demand high dollar.
Mm-hmm.
Can you really afford both? Can you? I don't know about that. Yeah, we've got our stat guru here. We've got, which one is that? Is that Bichette? He is signed through 2025. All right, so yeah, and Vladdy's the same deal. They're both only through 2025.
You can shop both these guys next year.
Or, you can make a decision. You're right, but what would you get more this year when you have a year and a half of controllability? That's big, that extra year. You could, yeah, there you go. Both are through 25. You could, in my mind, what I would do is decide one of those two you're going to pick. You can only pay one of those two. The other one, you're going to get more money. You're going to get more prospect currency right now
Okay, yeah.
than you would then. And I'm going to tell you what. If I had to make a prediction, I could see Bo Bichette in Dodger blue. Because the Dodgers, I mean, good Lord, they have a surplus of prospects.
Oh, that's the kind of guy that the Dodgers turn into an absolute monster.
Yep. And in that lineup, where's the pressure? When Mookie's back, I mean, for one, Mookie could slide to second or right field. He can play amazing versatility. You could put him at short. He's going to be hitting, what, fifth, sixth in the lineup? And just chill. Do your thing. You're going to have guys on base. Like, I could see that being a scary good fit. I'm not saying I want that to happen because I am not a Dodger fan.
Right.
But they have the prospects, like, credit to them. Their system keeps developing, keeps churning out these players that they're like, hey, instead of squandering them, let's turn them into, like, with Pepio, let's turn them into glass now. They move these guys. Think back, Scherzer, Turner trade. They're not afraid. They sent, what, Keibert Ruiz, Gray, Josiah Gray?
Yeah.
Nationals didn't blink. They've shown the ability and willingness to do it. They can do it. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I can see it. I really could. You think the same?
I agree. I think the Dodgers can have that, like that Rams mentality.
Screw them picks.
Not screw them picks, but screw them prospects.
Nah, it's same concept.
Give us
Yeah.
Give us the players that are going to help us right now. We're not going to hang on to the guy that might help us out in 3 years.
We're going to try to win right now with a known commodity, as opposed to, who knows, prospects. We're seeing that a lot nowadays. So they could be big players. And if they don't move those guys, if they do move one of two, I definitely see Justin Turner on his way out the door and Kikuchi expiring contracts. If you're going to trade one of those two, you might as well.
Every year that I look at in MLB rosters, I am just shocked that Justin Turner's still around. Like
I know.
It's like,
good for him.
Exactly, yeah.
What was he, Boston last year after his LA tenure for forever? He just keeps doing it.
Like he's still out there banging, huh? That's like every year I look at that. Like
it's not an elite level, but it's satisfactory.
He's doing it. He's doing
satisfactory. And I could see him going. I mean, a lot of teams could have need for a experience about like that. And then the Rays, that's the other team. It's the Rays. Who the heck knows? That's what they do. Even when they can win, they're like, nah.
We won the World Series last year. Time to just rebuild and start this over again.
It's more fun. Let's take somebody.
Here's the thing: we're gonna win a World Series, and then we're gonna be trash for 10 years, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna win another World Series.
Yeah. That actually sounds like the Marlins.
That's the Marlins.
Well, you had the Florida vibe going.
Yep.
The Rays have been like, let's get there.
Yeah.
Quite win it and do the stuff you were saying.
Yeah.
Honestly, for their payroll, they're an amazingly ran organization. They've made us look stupid as Cardinals fans organization many times. Good for them. But, and that's a guy I'm thinking is Randy A., who they got from us. I could see him on the move. He's under control till I think 2027.
Yep.
But, he's got some holes to his game. Like, he swings and misses a fair amount. I mean, he's hitting, I believe, to Mendoza-ish area this year.
He's not been the Randy A that you've seen the last couple of years.
But he's got value. Someone's gonna want him.
absolutely.
I mean,
you get him to that postseason, you see what he does there.
yeah. Oh, absolutely. He's strive in the spotlight. You've got other guys like Brandon Lau, Yandy Diaz. Like, hell, probably half their pitchers.
Yeah.
Fairbanks, like they have guys even under control that they could move for other guys with more control. Like they're very creative. They're a smart organization. I'm not dissing them. I could see them making moves because honestly, I don't see them contending this year. They're fourth in that division, fourth, fifth.
Yeah, in a division that's not gonna just slouch off and let them
it's
come
stacked.
back.
You've got two juggernauts.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to catch those top two teams. I think they know it. I can see it because of that. Not because they're crap, because the opportunity could be there.
Exactly.
So that's the East. The Central. I don't know. You've got your top three teams with Cleveland, Kansas City, and Minnesota. Very good
Kansas
teams.
City come from? Like,
The other side of Missouri.
man, just dude.
It's Chiefs vibes. It's rubbing off. Honestly, they've had good young talent for a while, and it's just like this year it's coming together.
Bobby Witt Jr.'s playing at an MVP caliber.
Bobby Witt, like we said, Salvi, we've said in 4 episodes, has played great. They've got Vinny P.
He's tailed off. Salvi's tailed off a little bit.
Yeah, he was on a heck of a pace.
Yeah.
They're still up there, though. I mean, you got Vinny P. You got, who is their third baseman? Pretty dang good. Stat guy.
Third baseman for the Royals?
Yeah, for the Royals. He started the year off hot. He's tailed off a little bit. But they've all earned them. Their pitching has been amazing. Cole Reagan's stud. Walker's pitched pretty good. Seth Lugo, career year. Like, they have surpassed it. I don't know, though. Their farm system's not real deep.
Is Michael Franco still?
No. He's been gone for a while. Michael Garcia, thank you.
It's different Michael.
Yeah, you were close. You were on the same page, yeah. But they've overachieved, I think. But I don't know that they would really go all in, make a big move. Cleveland, the guard dogs, like they have been awesome. Their offense is overachieved, but I think they need some pitching, which is the opposite what they usually need. They've Gavin Williams could be back. Bybee starting to step it up. McKenzie is a shell of what he had been.
Man.
Losing Bieber, the Biebs hurt. I could see them if they add a top tier pitcher. Like I don't know who's out there, Crochet, Luzardo, like. They would go after a big name guy.
What's insane is like going into this season, I thought the Guardians were set at pitcher. And that their lineup was like okay.
Yeah.
Now
you
it's
picked
like
them to win the division.
Yes, I did.
Because of pitching.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's the opposite. Like Josh Naylor's been amazing. J-Ram is J-Ram. Like
J-Ram you never expected. Like you never expected him to take a step down from where he's been.
No.
Like that's
you know what he is.
He is inevitable.
He's got help now.
Yeah.
And it is one of those things. It's like J-Ram's going to be there.
Yeah.
Like if you said before, according to him, he's better than Bonds. He's like, yeah, they intentionally walked me because I'd hit a grand slam dinger. Love that. Love that swag. That's J-Ram, guys. That's fact. He really said that. I'm like, that's
Swamp donkey.
All right, good for you. So yeah, I mean, but I guess those top three teams, there's not really a past history of them being super aggressive, going after it. I don't know they'll make a move.
Yeah.
The Sellers, though, like Detroit.
I wish they would have won 4 and 16.
I know. Yeah, when they came up short to the Cubbies.
Yeah, 16.
Ooh, 'cause they've not won one for a while. Like, that'd be pretty sweet.
They've not really even been close again since then.
No, they've not.
And honestly, that was their World Series to win, in my opinion.
And that is, and I think that team was younger then, if I remember right, and it was like, oh, our window's open. Look at the Cubs. 16 Cubs, they won one. Good for them.
Gone.
You thought they would have been there.
You thought that was going to be a dynasty.
This is LeBron talk. We're going to win 3, 4, multiple championships.
Not 2.
Not 3. Not 3. Yeah. What you got? You got one, Chicagoland. Like that just goes to show you that when you're there, capitalize. Go for it. You never freaking know. And on that note, I hope they go for it. The Sellers in that division. Detroit, my pick to win it. Not great.
Not great.
Not great. They're not terrible. But
I mean, you don't expect the Royals to be where they're at.
That's fair. I don't expect Detroit. They're not going to catch Cleveland, I don't think. I think they've dug too big of a hole. They still have young talent. This is not going to be a total fire sale. But guys like Jay Flair. Flaherty's been amazing this year.
Fantastic.
Amazing. Dude, top 10 pitcher. Swing strike, that slider is back like it was here.
Yeah.
He's been great. He's a 1-year contract. Why would, if you're not going to win with him, why not trade him? Like,
That guy's going to get paid next year.
yeah, he is. Good for him.
Yeah.
He's going to cash out, and he's probably going to be like, hell, half the time.
He's going to get paid, and he's going to go back to St. Louis for him.
Ah, man. That would really kick you in the nads as a Cardinals fan.
Yeah.
Like, but good for him. It wasn't going to happen here, but elsewhere. Mark Cana, very good hitter, on-base guy. 1-year deal. Could see it. They're pinned. They got Chafin, Shelby Miller. They've got some attractive pieces that, hey, if you're not going to win now, get that prospect capital.
Yeah.
Maximize assets. I could see it. I could. It brings us to the White Sox. What do you think they ought to do?
Torch it. Sell everything.
It's already crashed and burned, so you might as well get something for it.
Just torch it.
I
Just
agree.
give up.
100%.
You already
I think
gave
they're
up.
stupid if they don't just sell all. Lube up.
Sell Lubob, yeah.
If they'd have sold them last
Eloy.
year, they'd got more.
Yeah.
I don't. Eloy.
Does he have any value anymore? Like, he's been hurt
Eloy?
for 5 years
No.
straight.
Eloy, no. Lubob, yes. He's got, 3 years of club control after this year. You've seen what he can do last year, 38 dingers. He has world-class talent.
Yeah.
That's a guy I could see them getting something for. Crochet. Why would you not cash out? Crochet, I know you could be like, oh, he could be a building block. Fair.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
He
surprised.
could also have Tommy John next year
Yep.
and be done.
Yep. He has already had it. He only has 2 years after this year of controllability, which blows my mind because this year he came out of nowhere. It was like, ooh, young guy, but I thought back, I'm like, I've heard the name. 2020 is when he came up.
Yeah.
It's crazy thing in 2020, the White Sox were contenders. They had TLR then.
That was Lubob's rookie year.
Yeah. Yeah, it was 2019.
And that had been the second year. Like, that'd been the second year of Eloy.
Well, you thought the window was opening then.
Mhm.
Like they had, I remember Nick.
I remember at one point in time, it's like you thought they just signed TLR, like
Yeah.
you said. Like, you thought this was going to be the young team that was going to take the league by storm.
Well, I was envious of how they had built position player. It was like the Cubs of 16. Like you
Yeah.
had all this position talent. You had Giolito. You had Lynn. Like you had the pitching to supplement it. I'm like, dang, they're gonna be good.
Did Dylan Cease?
Yeah,
Was he on that
I'm
team?
sorry, Cease.
Yeah.
Yep. They had all of that, and it just fell apart. Didn't happen. But now I'm like, recoup your losses. Like Crochet has 2 years of control.
How'd they go from first to worst so fast?
It's honestly impressive.
So
the
it's
futility.
like- yeah.
It's impressive you guys could tear it up that bad and be
Yeah.
that bad. Like
That
I can't
fast,
answer
like-
that. Because I mean, like I said, the talent they had, I thought they'd be around a while. Andrew Vaughn, that's another one. That was like top 3 pick, top 10 prospect, looked great. And he's another one. I'm like, with the controllability left, like, why not see if you can make this the best farm system in baseball?
Yeah.
Crochet's value will never be higher, given the controllability, the way he's looked, with
Plus he
the
doesn't
injury
get next
risk. Do you want to bank on that?
No.
No, me neither. I'm like, all right, chips on the table, cash out.
Yeah.
Eric Fetty, 2-year deal. Good sign on them. Got him from Korea. He's looked great. 2 years, 15 mil. Cash out. Like, hell, they've got Paul DeYoung, John Brebbia. See if you can get anything out of those guys.
Young.
Tommy Pham. Boom.
Also
All these
not gonna-
ex-Cardinals. Not going to get much.
See, those are the two that you're okay with letting go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I would be okay with letting all those guys go.
No, I mean, those are the two that the Cardinals were.
Oh,
okay with
yeah.
letting go.
Pham.
I mean, you think about Pham and.
I really like Pham, but there was some extracurricular activities going on there that, you know.
I think he's set the league record in fistfights.
Oh, yeah. You know, when before a game you punch a guy over fantasy football, like, that might be a
Did
reason
he just
to...
punch someone again like last week?
Probably. Oh, yeah, the fight with... the home plate, the collision that he was going to just take on. What team were they playing? The whole team. And he was like, that's why I do boxing MMA in the offseason, so I can F a guy up. I'm like, we're playing baseball, dude. I mean, come on.
Relax.
This is about the less contact sport you can find. And he was all fired up. I'm like, I like it, but you're a freaking idiot. Like, you got suspended for punching a guy in the face in BP over fantasy football. No thanks.
Your teammate. Your teammate.
I don't want that on my team. I'll pass. But, you know, they might as well get the most out of these guys. Like, go for it, tear down, rebuild. So
does that wrap up our AL?
well, we do have we'll go through the AL West, which is like, Texas, disappointing. I don't see them really doing much. Like, they're not good enough right now.
They're not as
because
disappointing as the other Texas team.
Well, that's fair. And Texas also, they've got reinforcements coming. You got Scherzer, DeGrom, Molly on the mend. They're going to probably be like, hey, that's like making a trade. You know.
Okay, Mo.
But the difference is they've won a World Series. They can get by with that crap. They can. When did Mo win one? Meh. Been a few days. The Astros, very disappointing.
Didn't you say getting Dylan Carlson was back was like winning the
dear
trade?
God, yeah, getting him back's like making a transition, a big trade deadline acquisition. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's worked out great. Good call, good call.
Yeah.
That's called, I don't want to get creative and get my butt burned if I make a bad trade, so.
He's good at that.
Enough of him. But yeah, the Astros, very disappointing. I don't know which way to lean. Like, I don't see them completely tearing it down. Too much talent.
Yeah.
They just signed Altuve. They have Alvarez.
They've
Tucker.
won 2 World Series in the last 7 years or
the
something.
talent's there. They've had a crap ton of injuries.
Yeah.
You know, I could see them going on a run, being right there, and maybe making a small addition. I could also see if they don't turn around in the next 2-3 weeks, like maybe Bregman being available.
Ooh.
That's a big name, but he's a free agent after the
Yeah.
year. And those guys with
They
that,
have the money to afford to pay him.
could they?
Yeah.
Yes, but you also need to sign Tucker. They're going to prioritize that, I think. Kyle Tucker's a way better building block now.
Yeah, Bregman's what, 3 years older than him, somewhere in there.
Yeah, 4 or 5, I'd say. He's been around a while, and he's over 30s, isn't he? Yeah, I'm not sure.
I don't know what he's saying.
You guys know we've got a stat guy now who is smarter than us.
He's saying words.
He is. Sometimes we gotta really.
He acts like someone's knocking. I think knocking on heaven's door.
I don't think he's ready to hit the other side yet. He's like 30. We still talking about Bregman? Yeah. But I could see him getting traded. They got some pieces, but like I said, I don't think it's a major overhaul. Talent's there. Seattle. That's the team I'm looking at to add. Gotcha. Seattle needs bats. Pitching's all there. Yeah. They need to really beef up the offense. Like, they are, I think they have the record for strikeout rate right now.
I mean, if J-Rod would actually hit the ball.
That'd be great. Yeah, it's getting warmer. He's
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
That'd be great. Put it over the fence, not in the catcher's mitt.
Yeah.
It's crazy. They need help for him. Outfield help, big time. Third base help, a lot of offense. They get that. That's all they need, really. Like, they're leading the division. They're there. The Sellers, I mean, the A's and the Angels, like trash. Yeah, both. Has some interesting pieces. For the Angels, I think Mike Trout's going nowhere. I mean, he's hurt. You can't trade him.
He sells tickets, and that's dangerous, man.
He's a franchise icon. They're not going to trade him. It's not going to happen. Interesting pieces.
Yeah, St. Louis thought that one time.
Yeah. Well, never going to happen. Tyler Anderson, Kevin Pillar. Those guys I could see in a package deal to somewhere. Maybe St. Louis. That's discount bin guys. Could see us going after it. They've also got Luis Rendifo.
You think that no, surely not. You don't think that we're going to be just good enough to we're going to be right above 500 and we're going to go bargain binning?
Oh, that's never happened before. No way. That's not the Mo, is it? No. Yeah. Tyler Anderson, pencil him here. Would not surprise me. He has great numbers. You look at analytically, his numbers, like under the hood, not great.
Eric Fetty. We're going to sign Eric Fetty.
Oh, dear God.
Or trade for him.
I honestly wouldn't hate it. But
I would love it. Not great.
It's not going to make you win a World Series. It's not. It's going to make you better, not a World Series. So I think we're being told to go to break.
Yes, we are being told to go to break. We will be back in just a couple minutes. We'll finish up the AL, move on to NL.
Yeah, and I guess we'll try to make a quicker pace, too.
Yeah, we'll try.
Yeah, we'll try.
Not guaranteed.
That was good.
All right, catch you guys later. Go.
And we are back, still on the AL West. We're going west, young man. And we're still talking, honestly, back to this division, it's really disappointed me. Because we said going into the year, like, 3 teams would be great. Well, 1 is kind of there.
Yeah.
Not really. Seattle, which we said they need bats. Big time. And Julio needs to not suck. That'd be great. We talked about the Rangers, the Astros, the Sellers, the Angels. That's what we were on. Like we said, Trout not going anywhere. A lot of PR stuff going on there, and he never plays games, and he's owed a lot of money. It's kind of hard to move that contract. It really is. They probably should have thought about capitalizing on that years ago.
Well, injured. He's just injured
and
all the time.
Last year, the Ohtani thing, it's like when they made that push, they traded for Giolito. Who else did they get? They had Ohtani. They wanted to win. And it was like, really? You guys are, like, out of a wild card spot, which... generational talent. I think Trout might have been healthy at the time. Mm-hmm. They went for it. Well, that set them back a couple years, I think, because they literally 2 weeks after trading for Giolito, who else? They got a couple trades to go through. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, oh, wait, nope, Ohtani's hurt. We're terrible. Never mind. And then, they DFA'd these guys. Yeah. It was a bad decision. So, this year I'm like...
Yeah, Giolito was an angel for what, 2 starts?
Like 2-3 weeks was it. It was like for a 2-week window. Hey, we think we're good, and then no, we're last. Never mind. We're terrible.
We suck again.
It was really set. It was stupid, but and just think in my mind when Ohtani was healthy pitching, what they could have got for him. Holy crap! Because any team that got him, I think would have been like, hey, we could probably get him in house and sign him. You could have got a pretty good prospect haul for a rental at that time.
You thought Soto haul was insane.
I don't think it would have touched that because Soto had controllability.
Yeah.
He had 2.5 years left. Couldn't have touched that.
Last time I checked, Soto doesn't pitch.
That's fair. Ohtani doesn't either now. He did at the time, though. I'll give you that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, in these trades, it's like, okay, the player and how much longer. They do both
get compared to Babe Ruth, though.
Really? Soto does.
They call him Little Bambino.
I always called him Baby Pujols, like since he came
up. One of his nicknames is Bambino.
It could be Soto. I don't know.
Stat guy.
Soto nicknames. Thank you. It could be. I really thought Ohtani is about the only guy compared to him. It's what he does. But Soto is amazing. Maybe I'll tell you what. Maybe it's a shuffle. What he does.
Childish Bambino.
Childish Bambino. Okay, I'll give it to you. Counts. Yeah, it's pretty freaking good. So, on the Angels, I'm thinking Tyler Anderson, Pilar, Luis Rendifo, maybe even Taylor Ward. Like, he's got, I think, 2, maybe 3 more years of controllability. Let it go. Like, see what you can recoup. Ward's hitting right now. He came back. There's other guys like Patrick Sandoval. I'm like, maybe. I don't know. But Anderson, he's got this year, next year, under contract. Mm-hmm. Pilar, you've got him on the major league minimum, and he's playing great. He's a ball player too. He's a good center fielder. A lot of teams, honestly, St. Louis, like holy crap, these guys, a package deal for both those guys could make sense if we want to try to win, but not very hard. That could do it.
Yeah.
So I think they'll find them a home. The A's, Mason Miller, that guy intrigues me. I think he's been the best freaking closer in baseball this year. Lights out stuff. He's got like 4 years left.
When you got a closer and you're not great, you sell that
what
thing because he's good for 2 years. Right. Like, get him out of there.
Mm-hmm. And the kicker with him is all the injuries he's had. He's had them. He's not. They tried him as a starter. I couldn't cut it. He was hurt. Why not? When their window to win is basically usually never, but it's years down the road. And honestly, I think what they're doing is building for Vegas, which is in that guy.
2 more years, I think. I think it's 2027.
I know they go Sacramento, and then they go there. So I think you're right.
I think it's 2027.
But why not try to win when you get there? And Mason Miller would be an impending free agent then with a lot of health issues. Right. His value. Think about what like a team like the Yankees with Clay Holmes.
I mean, a premier closer coming right up into playoff time. Holds more value than what you'd get with any other time.
A lot. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like and him having all the controllability, like if they were a year or two away, I'd say, all right, keep him. They're not. Cash out, especially with the health issues with all that. Man, he could get them a haul. Brent Rooker. I'm going to go out on a limb right now. Brent Rooker, Atlanta Brave.
Okay.
I feel like with their outfield injuries, with what he's doing, the power he brings, I could see it. I really could. So other than them, they've got guys like Paul Blackburn, Abraham Toro, like with some controllability. But like I'm saying, if you're in a position there, why not sell these guys?
Yeah.
Go for it. Like especially Mace Miller, man, they get a haul. So
Yeah.
that's what I'd do if I was them. But I'm pretty.
For a guy that
rational.
may fall off the face of the earth next year.
He has been hurt every year up until now, and
Yeah.
that's why he's doing what he is now. Like they tried, he was a starter coming up.
Yep.
I mean, he throws like literally averages around 100. Averages that. He's touched 103, 104. Yeah. How long is he gonna last? Don't know. We'll get to that. I got some thoughts on that.
It's not if pitchers get hurt. It's when.
It's when. You're absolutely right. So cash out if you're Oakland. Hell, you're going to Vegas. Cash out. Going with the gambling thing. Look at that. So you're ready for NL?
I feel like you have to win to cash out.
Well, that would be a win, what he's done. That would be a win, what he's done, if you get something out of him. Okay, NL. Well, you got more AL thoughts.
No.
Let's go nationally.
This is your baby, man.
I like it.
Nah.
It's never good when I'm in charge.
That's true.
NL East, buddy. We got two amazing teams. Philly, Atlanta. Clearly adding.
We got Philly. Atlanta's okay.
Atlanta's, they're fine. For the National League.
But Ronnie
than-
Bagne's gone.
Other than the Dodgers and Strider's gone. But other than the Dodgers and the Phillies, who's better in the NL than the Braves?
The Mets?
No, the Nationals. Come on, that's my team.
yeah.
Nobody. The Brewers are up there, but I think the Braves roster is way better. So I think they're both adding. Phillies, they don't have many needs. Like center field. Who could be available?
I believe that the quote unquote from the Phillies GM was, "We will spend stupid blanking money." So
Wait, they've got Dave Dombrowski, don't they?
Yeah.
Trader Dave.
yeah.
Lou Bob. He's coming to Philly.
Yeah.
That's it. He was Les Snead before Les Snead was the F them picks. That's him. Their roster's set up to win now, especially with the Braves down. Go for it.
We'll spend
Go
stupid
for it.
blanking money.
Prospects, screw them. What are they going to do for me tomorrow?
Yeah.
I could see them making a splash. They have the need. Center field. Lou Bob, bullpen.
I love to see a Philly championship because they start doing crazy stuff.
Oh, they're not.
They got to grease the poles and everything
I
like
tell
that.
you what, Jason Kelsey may come back with that outfit. If that's a possibility, I'm rooting for Philly right now.
Right now.
I was seriously I'm a Chiefs fan. This last year, I was like, man, if Philly could make a run with him, get him a title. I love that guy. He's a character, man. He'll be there. They win it. The bullpen help. Gosh dang, if they've got Jeff Hoffman has looked amazing. Alvarado, but they don't have that bona fide established closer. I can see them getting pin help. Their rotation has been amazing, and center. They don't have many weaknesses.
No.
Atlanta could use outfield help. I mentioned earlier Brent Rooker. Look at when they won the World Series. They traded for Rosario. They Duvall. They redid their outfield after Ronnie Padney's had his first ACL surgery.
Yep.
So I didn't own him in fantasy then, so I didn't care as much as now. This really sucks now. But they did. They rebuilt it. I'm not ruling them out for a lot of outfield additions. They could use another starter, probably.
They won their World Series last time despite Ronnie Badney's.
Yeah.
And I think they could do something similar to again. I don't know if they've got quite the young talent that they did at that time. All those guys are 5 years older now.
No, you're right. And also, they didn't have, Philly in their own division.
Yeah.
It was the juggernaut there now.
Yeah.
I find it hard to believe any trade they can be as good as Philly.
Yeah.
I really don't. But yeah, those two are the buyers. The sellers.
But can they make themselves good enough to sneak a series from Philly?
Let's go with the Mo strategy. Just get in, and you never
God.
know. Just get in. I don't think so because of Philly's rotation. When you run out Wheeler, Noah, Suarez, as good as Suarez has looked,
Yeah.
that's hard to beat all three of them. It is.
I mean, really, if you just said Wheeler and Nola.
Fair. But Suarez has been the best pitcher.
Yeah.
He's Cy Young-ish right now.
Yeah.
He's been great. So, those two teams are there. And then, I'm sorry, we have your Mets. Whew, your amazing Mets.
Are they buyers?
I don't know what they are. They brought Grimace in to throw a first pitch, and all of a sudden they're a good baseball team. Just bring McDonald's guys back. Just think if they actually bring Ronald to throw a pitch. Oh crap! Ooh, they could win the World
I'm
Series.
not going on a streak. We're going streaking.
We're going streaking. Tank that tank. Oh crap! They have turned it around. Like, man, before this I was like, they're sellers. They got Polar Bear, could be for sale. They got these guys got pitch could be for sale, but they got Quintana. They've got Sevy. Like they've got some pieces. Old Bader Tater in the outfield, running around. But this recent run, like their owner will spend. I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Their team the next 2-3 weeks will decide. But for the Polar Bear, that's their big trade chip. If they're not going to sign him long term, they don't think they can win. Why not?
Right.
Why not get something for him? Like, I don't get that.
Oh, they could get a bag for him.
They could, yeah. I mean, who doesn't want a stud, power-hitting first baseman? Here's our standings. Yeah, this wild card, all I'm reading, it's you have the Braves, and then you have a jumbled freaking mess for second
Are we
place.
a wild card team right now?
Yeah, the Cardinals are. Literally, give it 48 hours, and we may not. Like, that's where it's at. It's a cluster. I mean... And that's the problem with this is like in the National League, you've got the Marlins are out of it in Colorado.
Don't show that graphic to Mo. He'll see that we're a playoff team.
He has. He's like, see, we're right where I thought we'd be. We're in the playoffs, and we get in, we might win it. We have 0.25% odds, but my gosh, that's odds. We got Sonny Gray, and
I don't feel like we need to improve.
No, look, trust the process. We've got us there. We're gonna win. Not that it's by default, but yeah, I can't stand that
not
guy.
Salty at all. Not salty.
No, it's a very unbiased opinion.
Yeah.
Clown. But that was very PG too. That was clown. Yeah, I keep picturing that shirt with him with the clown nose and all.
Clown question, bro.
Let's do just enough to not get fired. That's a great strategy.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Mets wild card. My Nats. I said Natitude's back, bro. Natitude's back. Hey, can you pull that back up? Where they at? They're right up there. Look at that. They're ahead of your Mets. Suck on that one. Look at that.
To be fair, I don't even know how
game.
the Mets even are that close to me.
I don't either. Grimace. Yeah, that's the best one there is. I don't freaking know. I mean, they're ahead of the Cubs. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, like, this Natitude, it's back. Why I think they could be sellers is not because they suck, but because of their roster configuration. Their outfield, you got Jesse Winkler running around out there stealing bases somehow.
Just Winker.
Oh no, they got Eddie Rosario. You're right, it's just Winkler. They got Rosario, they got Winkler, they got Lane Thomas out there. Those guys, why I say they could all be trade chips is because of what you could get for each one, and because in the minors they've got James Woods, who I am a big fan of, who doesn't like a guy at 6'7", 250 that hits bombs.
Yeah, that's fair.
Dylan Cruz, another fixture. You have an outfield of Cruz, Keep Thomas, Woods, oh my, they've got their pitching has looked pretty dang good. Like, I'm telling you, this is a team to watch out for in the future. But why I say they might trade is because, like, guys like Winkler, why not get something for them if you're not going to win?
That's right, yeah.
Their pin, the back end of the pin, Hunter Harvey, not Matt.
Hunter Harvey, not Matt.
Yeah, Hunter and
May
Kyle
have
Finnegan.
made that mistake off camera earlier.
That's what we practice. AI, that's what we practice.
Yeah.
We need it.
Not a game. We're not talking about a game.
We're not as good as you. We need it.
Yeah.
So, those guys, Kyle Finnegan, Hunter Harvey, have been freaking amazing in the pen. They have a little control. I think they might be up 2025 free agents. Why not? If you're not going to win, go all in and make this team. I think they have a window coming up soon to be good. I can see it. They have hope. This next team, the Marlins, oof.
Sell.
What is it Mo says?
Do you have anything to sell?
Yes, they actually do.
Or-
Everybody needs Jesus, right? I do. I mean, I'm sorry. Shouldn't have made that comment. Jesus Luzardo.
Yeah.
Lefty, great stuff. Young, injuries, Controllability, like the guy, yes, someone's going to want him.
Yeah.
They should sell.
See, like, man, I remember hearing about Luzardo like 6 years ago.
Oh, yeah. He's been around for forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Oakland.
supposed to be the stud. He keeps getting hurt. He keeps coming back.
Well, look at last year, though. He struck out close to 200, I thought, last year.
Yeah.
Is that right? Stat guy. He struck out a lot of guys. I'm going to so take advantage of this. Sorry, Alex.
A fun fact is Jesus Luzardo was actually like, I think he was on the Peruvian. He's Peru's.
That is a word. That's a possibility.
Peruvian. I think he's on Peru's national team.
I think you're right. I was thinking Puerto Rico.
I think it's Peru.
He's pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
When he can pitch. He's had health issues, but he was traded for Starling Marte. I mean, straight up, if I remember right, which surprised me because I was like, Oakland, who's very cost effective, gave up a guy with that much control for Marte. It was like a rental. So I was like, oh, this guy's got to be terrible. Well, no. Like, I think they missed that one. Oh, here we go. 19th when he came up. So, I mean, the stuff's there, and he's a lefty pitcher. Okay, 163 Ks last year. That's a little bit off. No, 208. Look at that.
You're off by 8.
Over 200.
Invalidated.
I will take that. I will take that. Over 200 strikeout guy. I'm usually more wrong than that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's there. They've got Josh Bell, who I think is going to go. Tanner Scott, I'm waiting for him to find a new home.
What's Josh Bell worth these days?
Not much, but you package him. It's
Yeah.
like, remember, who was traded with Juan Soto?
Josh Bell.
Yeah. You throw him in with a guy. Imagine him and Jazz going somewhere. I think they should trade Jazz. I think get him out of there. I
At
think
one point in time, he was the future, man. He was the truth.
He's the truth. He had the Euro step going for him. You know,
Yeah.
that cool home run jog. I'm not a Jazz guy. I'm not a guy for more, what do you call it, more bark than bite.
Yeah.
You know, he's a lot of da-da-da and not a, he's a good player.
Yeah, people said that about Bryce Harper at one point.
Well, yeah, Bryce hits balls a little harder than Jazz does and more consistently. He
Yeah.
does. Jazz is a fine player. I think he needs out of there. This is another guy, I don't know why I keep thinking about the Dodgers, but Jazz is a guy I think you need
Because
that.
the Dodgers buy everyone.
That's fair.
You know, like,
And they
we
have
could
everyone.
probably use him. We'd probably just get him.
You know, how does a team like that spends that money, makes all those trades, still have like a top 10 farm system? How? They have the currency to pull this off.
Apparently, they draft very well.
Yeah, apparently they're smart.
Yeah.
They're smarter than us. You put him with guys like Freddie Freeman, Ohtani, Mookie, that are going to have him cut the antics and that crap out. Go play ball, son.
It's all about that deferred money.
That is pretty genius. And it's like, if you get pissed about it, why don't you do it?
Yeah.
You know, they play it under the strict guidelines.
It's like we already got the two best generational
Yeah,
players.
yeah.
Like,
So,
you're good.
yeah, we can add Jazz. You could go out there, play run around. So I could see a team like that, and I think Florida should. If you're not going to win with a guy, and him out of there could be good for him. Trade him. Yeah, I'm a little bit of a fantasy guy who's like, yeah, screw it, trade him. But you know,
Trade him.
I can see it. So let's go to the Central, our lovely home division. That's just.
Hey,
What do you
Brewers
think?
are good. Brewers are like, damn, they're
Man,
they're a top 5 team in the NL right now. It seems like.
who would pick them to finish last? Surely not us, would it? Right here. I'll take the L on that. Like, they have. I look at their pitching, and I'm
I
like,
got them last 2.
you had them 4th. You were smarter than me. You're the Pirates last.
Yeah.
I was like, going into the season, I was like, oh yeah, they're going to sell Hoskins, Adames, all these guys.
They
Like,
still may. Still.
they did trade Hader when they were in first place, so they might blow it all up, say screw it. Who knows? But, you know, for now, they're looking pretty dang good. And the other 4 teams are, who knows? It literally changes on a week-to-week basis. Who's second, who's fifth.
Yeah.
But
Cubs are last though, so
they are. But do you
That makes
really
me
think
pretty
they'll
happy.
sell? They're last by like 2 games.
yeah.
Like
They're like a game and a half out of a wild card.
And that's the problem, yeah. Right here, they're ahead of them. Yeah, they're a half a game behind the Pirates. So I'm hyping up to make a trade. Yeah, so
They're 2 games out of a wild card.
Well, we're 2 games ahead of them, and yeah, they're 2 games back. Like, gosh dang, the wild card in the National League is such a jumbled mess of mediocrity and crap. Like,
Crap.
and that's all these 4 teams in the division. Like, I could see all 4 standing pat, just 5 been like, well, we were right there, you know.
Well, like the Brewers got this. Let's just chill and see what happens.
Let's just, we're just gonna win and get in.
Yeah.
That's all there's to it. The Pirates, that's the team I would like to see make a push. That might sound crazy. Yes, I want to see them make a freaking trade for a hitter. You want to know why? You're looking at me like you're an idiot.
Because they can pitch already.
Look at what they got pitching. Skeens,
Jones,
Keller. 3 young guys throw hard. Skeens and Jones specifically. Young guys throw hard. What does that mean?
Poof.
Thank you. Right on. A limited number of bullets.
Yeah.
You get into a playoff series, if they get in. I'm not usually for the, just win and get in instance. But, just get in could win, I should say. If that rotation gets in, you have Skeens going. You have Jones going. You have Keller.
I mean,
Okay.
What rotation can fit with that other than Philly?
Right.
Yeah.
Even the Dodgers, like right now, they have Glass now. Bueller's, not been Bueller, not been great. Kershaw, still in the minors on an IL stand.
And also Yamamoto just got hurt, didn't
Yeah, he's out. With rotator cuff that was talked to be season ending.
he? Yeah.
You don't know he's going to be the same. You don't know that, who's the other? Bobby Miller. He's not looked great coming back. There's some up in the air stuff there. You could take them out. And that's kind of the Dodger way. Win 100 and some games, get in and get bounced. So, I would love to see the Pirates swing for the fences. Like, trade whoever you have in the farm.
Pittsburgh, dude.
Yeah, well, they've done it before. It didn't work out well. Chris Archer. They gave up Glass now. Meadows. Oof. Shane Baz. If I remember right, pull that up. But I think those are the 3 guys they gave up in their swing for the fences move. Didn't work.
Yeah. Considering Glasnow's
No, wasn't great.
not great.
No, but they could. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see them go get Lubob. Screw it. Get Petey if the Mets want to trade.
Yep. You nailed it on the head.
Is that right? Hey, there you go. Blind squirrel has found 2 nuts today. We'll take it.
Chris Archer. Man, I barely even remember Chris Archer existing.
He got there. If I remember right, he had a couple of big starts and was just like nothing. And that looks like a terrible trade. Terrible. Charles Barkley. Terrible. But you know what? I'd like to see them go for it. Cardinals, we'll talk about that in another episode. We don't have time for that. Got a few theories on what they could do. Right now, since they're in it, I could see, like I said earlier, Anderson, Pilar from the Angels possibly.
Yeah.
I could see them dabbling in the Fetty waters. Like, I could see them making a trade that's like, all right, yes, it makes us better. Does it make us, in my mind, able to win a postseason series?
No.
No, it doesn't. I don't see us doing more than that. I don't see us going after Luzardo. I would love a Lubob, Fetty combo. Crochet, I'm kind of on the fence on.
He's going to be on an inning cap, isn't he?
I think so. Well, yes and no. The White Sox, if they're thinking about moving him, then why?
Yeah.
You only have 2 more years of control with him.
Right.
Throw him out there as much as you can.
Especially as good as it looks right now.
Yeah, if they were a team like Baltimore, that's where I think he could go. If he was in a situation on a good team like that and had more controllability, yeah, you take it easy.
Mm-hmm.
They might as well showcase him. That's what I think. Or get what you can out of him before he's gone.
Yeah.
Either way.
F that guy's future. Let's just
Yeah,
showcase him.
they don't care. Like, seriously, that's how baseball is now. So, that's kind of where I'm at on the Central. Your Reds, you got anything?
I I don't think they're going to buy. I don't think they're going to sell. I think they're just going to chill and kind of embrace the suck.
Well, I like it. But their team, though, they've got enough young talent. They still have a future.
Yeah.
It's like their window, I think, is still open.
They got Marte coming back here in a few weeks.
They got Marte, with Ellie, with, gosh dang, they still got Friedel out there. They got, they've had a lot of injuries. Encarnacion Strand, he might miss the rest of the year. Like they're
He does that every year.
McLean. I'm sorry, Matt McLean. Well, Encarnacion Strand just got hurt this year.
I think I heard last year too.
He's a very minor injury. He's young. He just came up last year. We'll give him another year before you're probably right.
He's Eloy.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope not. I don't wish that on anybody.
Yeah.
But that's the Central. The West. I mean, we've already talked about the Dodgers numerous times that they'll pretty well buy whoever they want.
Yeah, if they want someone, they're going to get them.
Pretty much. Yeah, if they're available.
They've got the prospects, they've got the money to make it happen.
I wouldn't rule them out on anybody.
No.
Like Bubop, because you're like, oh, they don't need him. Well, the bottom of their order, honestly, you could slot him in around Hernandez in the 5-hole.
Yeah, I feel like the Yankees did similar stuff like that a few years ago. Where it's just there's a spot in that lineup.
Yeah.
When they added Rizzo, for example. Yeah. It's just at that time, it was
well, I'm thinking back in the A-Rod days with them when they're just that could work. We want him.
Yeah.
We'll make him fit somewhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Rizzo
is at that time you had Stanton.
Yeah.
That wasn't DHing all the time. He was actually playing.
Mm-hmm.
It's we don't need Rizzo. It's who cares?
Who cares? Yeah, he's available. We'll take him.
Yeah.
Rich get richer. It reminds me, I love we talked about the Cardinals 04 team. I remember that deadline. It was talks about them getting pitching. And then they got Larry Walker. And I was like, huh? I'm like, wait a second. Screw it. We're scoring 5 runs a game. Let's score 6. Let's score 6. Let's do it.
That's the Phillies right now.
Yeah.
Just
right.
We're just going to outscore you.
Yeah, we might as well. Yeah, we might give up 5, but if we score 7, then who cares?
Exactly.
That's all there is to it.
Well, they've gotten by with that for years now because it's our pen's trash.
Yeah.
Our once our starters are done, our pen's trash. It's but you know what? We're going to have 7 runs on the board by then.
Yep. See if you can score that many. Probably can't. Here we go. So, I could see the Dodgers doing that. As far as specific targets with them, crap, they actually do some neat
I'm
stuff.
going to go with, after the Dodgers, I'm going to say Braves lost old Ronnie Bad Knees. Now they're going to sell.
Wait, hold on. You think the Braves are going to sell?
I think the Braves are going to sell.
No, I don't think the Braves will sell. No way. Because, with the wildcard standings, they're the number 1 wildcard team. They're not gonna sell if they're in the playoffs. I don't think there's any way the Braves. What are they gonna sell?
Everything.
No. I don't. Albies is the only thing I could see you making a point on, him being an expiring contract.
That's fair.
But I don't think they sell because their lineup is still.
They lost Strider. They lost their best pitcher.
And Harris is down. They did
for the season.
But their case, and I don't mean to be hypocritical, being just get in and you can win. But they've got enough talent. Theirs is a case of all right, Riley's coming around, Olsen's coming around. You take Acuna even out of that lineup. You could name off, Albies, Murphy. They still have a lot of top-notch talent. Yeah. Harris isn't out for the year. He's out for a month.
No, that's a lot of top-tier talent to trade.
Oh my God. I think just if you can win, then win. And their pitching sales looked amazing. They're still set up to win now. Their organization, the way they built it is perfect with the guys they drafted, developed, locked up.
Yeah.
They're a model organization. I don't see them selling. I would bet a fair amount of money on that, which I've been on a heater losing.
It's fair.
You might be right. Yeah. But no, the Braves, I don't see any way they sell. And they're actually coming around right now. I think, stat guy, they've last week done pretty good. But no, you don't have to. I'm just kidding. Back to that. The only team I see in that division, I think the D-backs are up in the air. Giants, up in the air. Neither one of them really have commodities to sell either. They do have players would be wanted, but they're under contract. You know what I mean? The Padres, I think they buy. I think the Padres, they've already added Arise. Their GM is
Forgot about that already.
literally the definition of F them picks. Like
Yeah.
AJ Preller, I think's his name. He's all in for win. He'll just like fantasy trade for guys, and they still, believe it or not, after all these trades, have a decent minor league system.
Yeah.
What would they need? Probably some more rotation help, I think. Believe it or not, I could see them like making a play for like Luzardo or like, I don't know, some crazy like that. I think they'll try to win. Ethan Salas, that guy right there, stud catcher.
Mm-hmm.
What if they go to the
Yeah, he's only like 16 years old. Oh, he's 18. Okay.
18? Yeah, it's still stupid.
Yeah.
Snelling, let's go. Yeah, somehow after all these trades, they still have 4 guys in the top 100. Salas is their big trade chip. They've got Campusano behind the plate right now, who's not a bad young catcher.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be super surprised if they.
Salas is up for availability.
Yeah, I wouldn't, and that would be like the White Sox. I think they'd come.
Because I mean, how many catcher prospects other than like Adley's doing okay right now? How many of them actually pan out?
They're very hit and miss.
Yeah.
A lot on the miss side.
Yeah.
You're right. Look at who is it? Francisco Mija, how you say it?
Yep.
Cleveland was like a top 5 prospect. Nothing. Cardinals' perspective, we ended up trading him, but in the Arizona trade, man, the Goldie deal. You know what I'm talking about?
In a second. Carson Kelly.
Carson Kelly. Yep. He
Yeah.
was rated very high. And
He's been decent,
Kisner
though.
even
He's
was.
been all right.
Has he been what you thought he'd be
No,
coming up?
no.
No, not even close.
Yeah. He's
All
been
these
okay.
guys. Yeah. Who's the other guy I was thinking of? Travis d'Arnaud was a late bloomer. He was rated really high. Took him a long while to get going.
He's been solid, but like he.
Oh yeah, but not with the organization he came up with.
No.
He was Toronto,
Yeah.
and he didn't do it there. So yeah, that's hit and
He's been
miss.
solid for Atlanta.
And he has, and they got him on a very cheap deal. Good
Yeah.
for them. But not selling, by the way. But yeah, no, I seriously I could see them moving him. I could see them adding Colorado. I think they need to sell everything. Ryan McMahon. I've heard rumors they may not sell him. He's got a little more controllability, and guess what? They really like him. I'm like, well, this is a business. It's me. I don't give a damn.
They really liked Arenado, and then they signed
Yeah.
him for this long contract. And
Right.
like, oh shit, we can't afford that.
Wait, we can't afford it? And yeah, exactly. We don't want to pay you, so that's a problem. You're going to play elsewhere. We'll pay you a little bit to go. Right. So, I mean, why not? They're not going to win. They're not going to win now. They're not going to win next year. This is like a rebuild. Move McMahon for, I don't care if he's related to you. If you can get, if it's a good business decision, do it.
Yeah.
And you've got suitors.
Maybe their GM's just still in shell shock from the Arenado trade. He's like, I'm afraid to do anything.
I know. It's like, let's see, we made that, and then we compounded it. We added KB, who, let's see, doesn't want to be on the field, but we gave him $150 million. It's looking bad. Yeah, and there would be suitors. Like I mentioned earlier, I think the Yankees would be that lefty swing in that ballpark. Guess what? He can play first and third too. Hell, he's played second too. Move him around the diamond.
Yeah.
That short porch in Yankee Stadium.
Not bad plays.
Oh my lord.
Not bad plays.
That dog will hunt.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That'd be the perfect fit, I think. And they've got Diaz, catcher.
X-Time.
Linus Diaz. Yeah, X-Time. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I didn't give you enough credit earlier, buddy. Yeah, Diaz. They've got Cal Quantrill. That's one I'm like, okay. The guy, yes, you could cash out, but he can actually pitch in Colorado. Nobody else can. Maybe we should go ahead and sign him. That's one I could see them keeping signing. But, McMahon is their big trade chip. Charlie Blackmon has been there for forever.
Yep.
You could probably get something for him. I'm not saying huge haul. Gombert. It's the other one who's a free agent coming up.
Yeah.
He's pitched all right. He got lit up last start or two. But, he's chips.
Hey, they got him in the Arenado trade, didn't they?
Yes, they did. They got him. They got third baseman Montero.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of crop. There you go.
And they paid us $50 million.
And they gave us $50 million. Yeah, that worked out pretty good. That they saved on the contract went towards KB.
Yeah.
Working out well. So, I think they should sell, and I think that's really about where we're at with all the sellers. And I've got some crazy Cardinal hypotheticals, but realistically, for the Cardinals fans who are still with us here, I think we're going to be disappointed and see like a bargain bin ad. Like, Fetty wouldn't be terrible.
Disappointed, but not surprised.
Yeah. It's like, what was it? Was it Nick or Nate Diaz after the McGregor fight? Not surprised, mother. Like, that's it. That's where we're going to be. So, I will on another episode, if no one's been traded, bring up some crazy, like I had a big roster overhaul with, like, spoiler alert, the Cardinals getting Lou Bob, shipping out some big names too.
Yeah.
As a 2025
Well, I mean,
play.
you gotta send out either Goldie or Arenado.
I had both.
Both of them for Lou Bob.
Well, not to the White Sox, no.
God, I was like,
This is a spoiler alert here. I had 5 teams we trade with, and it's a buy and sell. And yeah, I love me some fantasy baseball.
he went full fantasy.
I did. Fantasy, but realistic.
Never go full fantasy.
Full fantasy it was. It wasn't taking player feelings into consideration. It was not. Yeah, trade chips. But where are we at time-wise? We probably better do that another one?
What do you mean? It's break thing's been. It's been 35 minutes. What do you mean?
We struggle with regulations, don't we?
Yeah.
We'll do that another. Spoiler alert. But yeah, we're buying and selling, and we're going to be great in 2025 or 6.
Yeah.
To be determined. So, what would he be GM? It'll go great. This has been fun, guys. Hope you love the new studio and seeing our beautiful faces again.
We'll be back.
We will. All right. Thank you. We're signing off. Catch you later.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you.